There we are. All right. Looks like we're live. Are we live on the internet too, or just in the studio room? Looks like we're live on the internet. Let's have a look at it. Live on the internet. Oh, I hear some sound. Great. That means it's working. I'm going to close that up so that won't be bothering what we're doing. And today we are going to look at a little tutorial here. Let's see if I make this bigger. There we go. And we're going to build a little task manager with Flutter. We're going to do it in VSCode. We're going to walk through all the steps. So, first thing is we're going to go to the Flutter installation page, and we are going to walk through this. Let's have a look at it. Install Flutter. I have Mac. You may have a Windows device. Let's see what it says. Select your operating system. Follow the instructions to download it. Extract the contents to a location on your computer where you want to keep Flutter permanently. An example might be source Flutter Windows or users username Flutter on Mac OS Linux. So, let's click it. It asks you what type. We're going to make for all of these. And to begin with, we're going to do web, because I think it has the least amount of extra stuff to install. But we can install all the other ones later. All right. We don't need to verify. I mean, you can verify. You can read all these things. If you want to use these to look. Oh, some Flutter components require Rosetta 2 on Macs. So if you have Mac running Silicon, you may have to install this. I'll show you how that works real quick. On a Mac, hit Command Spacebar to open up this little search bar. And I'm going to hit TRM Terminal and hit Enter. And there we are. Let's look at this. So here we go. We have this command, sudo software update, install Rosetta, agree to license. I'm going to copy it with this little double thing here, copy. And then we are going to paste it, hit enter. It's going to ask for my password. I type it in, even though you can't see it. I can't see it either. It doesn't do anything for me. Hit enter. It works. I agree to the license. It starts to install. It's finished. Great. Download and install some of the packages. Google Chrome. If you don't have Chrome, we need to install Chrome. And then Git. Probably do that later. A text editor or IDE. Integrated Development Environment. An IDE. And we're going to use Visual Studio Code. And I believe that is the second part of this. Add Flutter to your path. Nope. Third part. Oh, let's have a look here. Installing the second part is installing an IDE. So we're going to do some of the stuff it already says. Install the Flutter SDK. Believe this is it. This is where we want to be. Use VS Code to install. Ooh, actually, let's go off-piste, off the path. I'll show you more than one option here. So we could do this. I'm on an Apple Silicon. That's an M1, M2, M3, M4. Before the M1s was the Intels. So depending on which one you're on. So we're going to do this in just a second. Another one. We'll be in development. The task app minimal. Just going to save it here just to save it as a zip file. So find a good place for it to be saved. And then this is part of add your Flutter path. Add your path, your Flutter to your path is part of our instructions. So we're going to not do those exactly yet, but some of these instructions overlap. This is the official Flutter documentation. So this is what's going to happen later. We're going to run some commands and troubleshoot stuff. All right, so let's go back to here. Follow the instructions, download it, and extract it. So let's go to extract this. All right, here we go. We're going to extract it. Says we want to do it in a semi-permanent location. Or sorry, not semi, a permanent location. So on my Mac, that would be a place like Macintosh HD. If you can't see that, you'll have to go to, if you're in any window like this where you have a Finder, but you can also go to the main desktop and be on Finder. You can hit Go, and you should be able to drop down and find Computer, because sometimes they keep it kind of hidden away. And when you click Computer, see, it does not show up anywhere over here on the side. There's no computer. There is none. And you might go to Macintosh HD, to Users, to your name, and then you might put it in there like the tutorial said. Let's go back and look at the tutorial. So on Mac, Users, Username, and Flutter. So this is all folders. If you're not used to programming languages, this slash means here's a folder, and this slash is another folder inside of that folder, Users, which we just saw right here. We have the hard drive, Users, and then my username, and then those things. So, and let's see, do I have Flutter right here? I don't. So we will make one right here. And is it capitalized? It's not. So we're going to go Flutter. We're just going to follow what it said. So there we go, Flutter. And then we're going to move our, oh, did I open it up twice? We're going to go back to the zip. Here we go. Here's the Flutter. Well, actually, I guess we should have unzipped it because I already had the folder name for us, but that's okay. We'll just drag, copy, paste everything into here. So I just selected all of it, moved it over. Now I'm going to get rid of these two things from my other folder stuff, so it's not there anymore. And we can empty trash, keep things clean as we go. All right, so now we should be on the path. Oh, sorry. Actually, we're not yet. We're on a path, but now we need to add Flutter to your path. Now this is a bit different. All right, on Windows, this allows to use Flutter command from the terminal. This is the terminal. See, it says terminal right there. And on Windows, it's similar. It's the command line shell. Let's have a look at it. Click environmental. All right, it's on Windows. Search for environmental variables. I don't know about any of this, so you're going to have to look this up on your own if you have Windows. If you need help, maybe we could do it together sometime, but don't know. On a Mac, open terminal, and edit the shell configuration file. This file depends on the shell you use. You can use bash rc, bash profile, and zrch for zsh users. This is the default on newer Mac OS versions. Add the following line to this. Okay. Where it says path to Flutter. This needs to go to the Flutter folder. This is confusing. So this is what you would do. You say, you copy it and then paste it. But we're in terminal, And it looks like it's look ZSH right there. We can hit the arrow keys, but we can't select stuff for real. And we need this path to be a path. So we're going to delete key and delete all of this. And it says replace path to Flutter with the actual path to Flutter, which should be your user's username and then Flutter. So if we want to do this, we can also right click. I'm pretty sure we can do it right here. And oh, no. Yeah, I'm close. So if you want to find the path, you can also go down to here. Right click, copy Flutter as path name. This is such a nice feature. I love it. All right, let's make sure our cursor's in the right spot. We have those quotation marks. So when we paste right here on these quotation marks, I'm pretty sure it's going to push it to the side. Let's have a look. I'm going to paste, Control V, or actually, sorry, Command V on the Mac. Yep, it did. So there we go. Users, C. Taylor, Flutter. So that is, you kept this window open, hopefully. And then we have all the Flutter stuff in there ready to go. Cool. All right. So now it says do that, save, replace that, save the file, and run. All right, hold on a second. Open your terminal, edit the shell configuration file. This file depends on the shell you use. We need to edit the shell configure. We totally lost this, and I am not the most expert. We were going to use a little bit of ChatGPT to help us along the way. So let's see here. Let's open up a new ChatGPT. A new blank chat. All right. We're also going to learn how to use ChatGPT if you don't know how. And I'm using the Plus version, so that may be a little bit more features than what you're using, but okay. So we're going to have open your terminal. We're going to make it the fastest one we can do. Nope, not that one. That one. Okay. Open your terminal and edit this. Add the following line. Okay. So this is what we're going to do. I am using a Mac M2. Please explain how to do this in great detail as if I know very little. Okay, copy. I pasted it. Hit enter. Let's have a look. To edit the shell configuration file on your Mac M2, follow these steps. We're going to do the first step is the command spacebar to do search light spot search thing. And we're going to open up terminal. Here we are. We're at terminal. Identify the shell we're using. I guess we can do that with echo. Echo. Nope. Can't delete that stuff like that. Echo. Nope. Echo $ shell. Is it all caps? There we go. Bin ZSH. We've confirmed it. Now, if we want to, if you're using ZSH, which is now default, it says we do this. We open up the text editor, which it's called Nano. Let's look at this. Nano. And then we're going to do tiddly, the little squiggly doodad / .zshrc. Now we could, I guess, copy paste that. Hit enter, and now we're inside of a text editor. It looks like I have previously installed this to a different place, and we're going to do it to this new place right now. So this is similar to that command line where you have to manually do all of the stuff. Yours is probably blank. I've done some random stuff in here. So here we go. In this file, now we're going to, if you're using bash, if you're not using bash, all right, we're going to need this right here. To save it, we're going to do that, and then that. So we're going to keep that. Oh, it got big. So now we're going to take all these things we just put together, export this, copy, export path. We're going to delete this stuff and get the path again. I'll tell you what we're doing while I'm doing this. Right click, copy file name thingy, file path name. Make sure I'm on the right spot. Control V. Okay, what we are doing is we have given everybody, I'm pretty sure every software on this computer, the ability to access all of these files, which are the most important files for, these are the files for running Flutter apps. These are all of the things that are necessary for it to do its stuff, which we're about to pull up all this kind of stuff and use this as the files in VSCode here in a minute. So let's have a look at what happens here. So now we have edited a little document file called .zshrc, which is the configuration file for the Zesh instead of bash. It used to be bash, B-A-C-H, now it's ZSH, which is, I guess, cooler in the new days. Now here's some little commands to help you get out of this. We're going to look at the ones right over here that we just had a second ago. Where did it go? Right over here. All right, yeah. Control O to save changes, enter the file name, and Control X to exit. So I'm going to click and make sure I'm clicked in here. I'm going to hit Control O, and it says file name right. That, yes, those things. And then enter. So it's saying right here, file name to write, and it's going to write it. This is correct. Enter. It says it wrote 7 lines. It wrote all these lines into this document, again, even though they were already there. It's like making sure it's good. And then I hit Control X. Control X to get out of it. Now I'm out of that text editor. And wow, you're doing some crazy code and stuff. Wow, wow, wow. All right. So leave this down here for a bit. Verify the installation. Ooh. So how do we do that? Run the following command in your terminal command prompt. Let's have a go. It says run Flutter Doctor. Enter. Oh no, command not found. Let's have a look. No, that's right. Let's ask ChatGPT what happened. And here's how we'll do it. So we're going to say, I have this error. And this is how I use ChatGPT. There's some hard corner brackets. And I put 3 down. I paste in the code that I want to look at. And I put the 3 closing. I don't do the curly brackets, just the regular brackets. And then I'll say I have this error, and I kind of paste the error. And I'll say this is the other part that I'm working with. So I'll come back to, I'll copy my instructions from the tutorial. I'll hit spacebar, and I will say I am trying to follow these instructions. And I'll hit colon, 1, 2, 3, paste it, 1, 2, 3, and I'll see what it does. It looks like you have a small typo in your command you ran. Oh, 3 T's. Ha 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 ha. I thought I saw 3 T's, but then I looked at it again and I couldn't see 3 T's. And so this might be my eyesight. I'm looking at it now, but at this distance it's very small letters. Oh man. Okay. Let's try it again. Let's make sure it's just 2. Da, 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 da. Look at that! A new version's available. And this just tells me what to do. Look at this. This is fun. All right, to update to the latest version, run Flutter upgrade. But somewhere on here, it said it would show these things. It should show all that stuff. Where was that? Somewhere else. But there we go. Look at that. Okay, so we're going to run Flutter upgrade. Let's do it. We want to have the newest things, right? Your Flutter checkout has local changes that would be erased to upgrading. Oh, so now I need to rerun it with -- force, it says. It's telling me what to do. Thanks. It shouldn't be anything right now for Flutter. Because this is a brand new install. So, -- force. Now the question is, I don't know if it goes before or after. I'm just going to say after. Looks like it's working. I forced it. And now, look at all this upgrading. Wouldn't you love to upgrade just so easy like that? Got dependencies. Wow, we're doing some magic stuff now. Oh, now we're downloading all the Android. There's a bazillion. Some iOS stuff. Nice. Yep. I don't know if you read the tutorial. But at the beginning of it, it says, "What is Flutter? An open source UI toolkit made by Google for building beautiful natively compiled applications for mobile, web, desktop from a single code base." And here's all the code base. It can make all these things. It can make one set of code and then export out to all these things. That's what we're doing here. What it's built on, Dart. Dart is a programming language that's used by Flutter, optimized for UI development, and allows for fast, expressive coding. Nice. All right. To change. All right. Now, nope. Yeah, look at that. So we're going to do Flutter Doctor again. And now what do we see? But the check marks. Bunch of Xcode, Chrome, Android. The error is trying to use my phone as a display device. All right, so we've done it. We now have installed Flutter and verified the installation. It is installed. Now we're going to install VSCode. So let's do it. VSCode, the official site. Let's click on it. Download for macOS. Thanks for downloading VSCode. It downloads into somewhere safe and good. Here we are. Nope, not that. I already have this installed, so I don't need to install it particularly. But you would double click it, make sure it's in a good place similar to that other one, like Flutter. So similar to that. So I would go back to the hard drive and users and whatnot, and then you could put it in here. Make your own VS Code bin, kind of like I put my development stuff right here. All right, so let's go back to the thing. And now, after you've installed it, it just opens up and has nothing in there. And they want us to go to the extensions, which you can hit those special keys, Command-Shift-X, or I think it's this one, extensions, right there. Little boxes. And you're going to search for Flutter. And you click on it, and you hit the install button. So like this one says, this is not Flutter, even though it looks just like it. This one's written by Dart Code. This one's written by Alexis Villegas Torres. We don't know who that is. We don't know who Navesh Ramdil Nash is. We don't know these. These all look like random developers who've made their own little bits of code and stuff who want to get stuff going. 1.6 million downloads with 4.5 stars. These seem to be pretty cool stuff. What do they even do? Doesn't matter. All right, you hit this. You installed it, and then we do it. It will do it automatically for Dart if you install that, if I remember correctly. So, but if it doesn't do that, you go to click on Dart, install it. We're not using Android Studio. We're using VS Code. All right. So now, running your first Flutter app. Open the terminal or command prompt. Navigate to where you want to create the project. Oh, now this is some pretty great stuff. And I've got a good workaround for you on a Mac. You might be able to do this pretty easily on Windows also. But here's the workaround. So we're going to go, and here's the folder. I'm making a task app minimal is what I'm calling it. And you can see I've got my YouTube stuff in there for it. I right click on, I'm in Finder. Oh, I right click on it, and there's this special little thing. New terminal at folder. I click it, and the terminal, now if you'll look and see what you see here, it's got user on the MacBook Air, and then it's got a space, and then it has task app minimal. Oh! It's showing which folder I'm currently inside of. Now if you look at the other terminal I have open, it does not say that. It just says tiddly. MacBook Air tiddly. So that's just in the MacBook Air. But this is specifically in this folder. We are now have moved this cursor, so whatever I type in here, I can affect here. In fact, I'll show you how this works. Let's see if I can remember. Make dir. Example. Make dir is make directory. There it is. I did it. Right there. Boom. We don't want that, but I'm just showing you what you're doing inside of here. I don't know where it would be. Actually, I realize now. You want to do a little exploratory investigation. If I make dir example, and we're going to make it easy to find. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How about that? Make dir example 9. And hit enter. It made it. Oh, I just saw it pop up right here. Oh. We're on users C Taylor. Oh, there we go. Oh, because we're in C Taylor at MacBook, I guess. Well, let's delete this. Move to trash. Let's go back and see if I can open up at users terminal window. What does it say? Ah, look at that /users right there. Huh. Let's close that. Let's go further back. Can I open it up here? I can if I go computer, new terminal at folder. Ah, that is the root. The root is the beginning folder. And there we are. So if I click on Macintosh, we'll see that it has those 4 folders. Can I make directory in the root? Test. That is a read-only file system. Perfect, great, good. Because we don't want to make root directory stuff. We want to work inside other stuff. All right, cool. Cool. That is the rabbit trail. So, to change directory to get there, we would go back to our wherever we want to be. So I'm going to be way down this list. Look at that. Macintosh users, C development, simple apps. I'm going to right click and I'm going to copy my path name. So let's see if we can get there as per the instructions. And so there's the 2 ways to get there. You can right click on it and open up terminal. And we're going to try and do it with CD. CD, which means change directory, change the folder. CD space. Oh, nope. What did I do? Boom. All right, CD space. And then the path. Now it has a single quotation at the beginning end of it. I'm going to delete those. I don't think we need those. Let's see if we can do it. Will it go? It did not. And this is the reason, because I did that right there. String not. Oh, wait a second. Am I a fool? Let's do it. CD, and we'll keep all of it and see if it will take it. Because it maybe needs the quotes because there's a space in the middle of those words, simple apps. It worked. I should have just trusted the system, but I was trusting me. All right. So, yes. So now, this folder, we're currently in Task App Minimal. Right there. And now it says Flutter create minimal task manager. Oh. Yep. Minimal Task Manager is the name of this app for the tutorial. Let's keep it that way. Let's do it. Actually, let's get out of this. And this. And we're going to rename this Minimal Task Manager. Okay. So now here's the deal is that we're going to be I need to edit this blog a little bit because we're going to be running it from VSCode. All right, so we're going to go. This is how I would like to teach it. We're going to go to VSCode, we don't have anything open yet. Let's close that up. Go back to this, Explorer. We don't need this right now. Open folder. All right. You have nothing. Perfect. Open folder, Command O, or click here. No open folders. Click on open a folder. We can go to File, Open Folder. There's 3 different ways to do this. Open folder. So now we go to the folder I want to open. Minimal Task Manager. Open it. And now we're here, and you can see my little folder from YouTube stuff. Extra folders for us to look at. Now we can see inside of here. See the YouTube tuts tutorial stuff? There we go. All right. So we don't need this anymore. And we're not really going to use this because, watch out, have a look. If we go here, oh, no, that's not it. Oh, sorry. If we go here, we right-click, we can open an integrated terminal. We don't need this terminal. And in fact, it opens up for this folder. If we do it right here like this, click, boom. And now we have the outputs, which we don't need. The debug console, which we don't need currently. The problems, don't need. The terminal, and here it is again. C. Taylor, MacBook Air, Minimal Task Manager. That's where we're at. And you can tell it's ZSH. And you can work directly from the terminal inside of VS Code. You don't have to go outside of it over here to do stuff. So here we go. This is where I would like to do it because this is kind of where you're going to be. You're going to be sitting here with the terminal inside of VS Code doing stuff. All right, so what does it say for us to do? Oh yeah, we're going to create the app. I'm going to copy it, select it, copy it, come back over here. I'm going to show you another way to open up the terminal just because I like to have more than one way. We can go to Terminal, New Terminal, and click it. And now we have 2 of them. We don't need 2 of them. So I'm going to exit one of them. I believe this is the exit. Oh, yes, I did. That works. You can also, if you want the shortcut, it's the Option Shift, the tilde key, I believe. So click down here. Where is it? Command Shift tilde? Nope. Control Shift tilde. There it is. Control Shift tilde. Tilde should be like a Scottish name. All right. No, Hilde. A German name, I guess. Here we go. So, and now we go. We've copied Flutter, create minimal. Actually, let's type it out because it's more fun. It makes it feel like you're really creating stuff. Flutter, create. And I'm going to do camel case for the app itself. The folder, Minimal Task Manager is great. I'm going to use camel case, which is minimal, and then we're not doing the underscore. We're going to do a capital task, capital T, A-S-K, and then capital M, A-N-A-G-E-R. And we're going to call it Minimal Task Manager. Here we go. And when we hit it, what's happening? What is going on? Oh, I missed a quote, I guess. Huh. Let's kill that. Open up terminal again. New terminal. Oh, it has my terminal from the computer terminal. I didn't realize that. Interesting. All right. Create. Flutter create. Minimal. Capital. Ask. M-A-N-A-G-E-R. Go. There it goes. Not a valid Dart package name. Oh, yes, because it does not like camel case. I'm a fool. All right, let's try again with underscores. Minimal underscore task underscore manager. Oh, I didn't put the... Okay, I'm just going to copy it. Oh, I've now frozen the machine. All right. Now it's creating it. Here it is. We have a folder inside of here, Minimal Task Manager. And it created all this stuff. Dart. It's actually .dart tool, .idea, Android, iOS, lib, which is where you're going to spend most of the time. It's the main Dart. Linux, Mac. I don't know what test. Oh, this is the test page. Web, Windows, ignore. So now we're going to, since we're here, we're going to hit Flutter run. Let's see what happens. Will it be that I name my folders too similar for it to work? It's thinking. Error. I did. This is a problem. So let's see if I can... All right. I named it poorly. Let's close the folder. Let's go back to my folders. And let's do camel case on this one. Minimal Task Manager. All right. Now if you can see here, inside of our Minimal Task Manager, we have the task itself. Oh, actually, let's also change it with something more like app. There we go. And make it like that. App Minimal Task Manager. Sure. There we go. Now we know. But inside of here is the same stuff that was inside of the blah-ba-doo-doo. That's right, blah-ba-doo-doo. All right, let's go. Now that we've messed up code, we can close it. We can open it. I can show you how to get back to your stuff. File, open folder. How did we get there? We're going to go to development again and go to the folder we were just at. So in case you start doing silly things, and I think at this point, we can open up App Minimal Task Manager. So I'm going to make sure to not have the actual folder of the Flutter app, because we might connect a different folder and it will have to work across two things. And I'll have them both open at the same time. So we're going to open up this one. And here we go. Here's all the Flutter. And I believe now it says run the app. Let's do it. Flutter run. Oh, it's opening Java projects. What's going on here? It's opening stuff. What will happen? What will it be? Oh yeah, here we go. 70% done. Gradle is the Android emulator. It can build up fake Android phones that you can interact with. All right, so we're in here again. We're inside of our stuff. We're gonna go to the folder where we have our Flutter app, and we're gonna open up a terminal, and it is Control-Shift-tilde. All right, and here we are, and we're gonna do Flutter. Oh, null annotation has been detected in the object. Do you wish to enable null analysis for that project? Oh, for Java. I am not sure what that means. Let's send that over to ChatGPT. So with this version of ChatGPT, I can take screenshots of stuff. And we're going to take a screenshot of this and say, what does it mean to enable null thingies in Java? Even though there's a little, what's that? Nope, doesn't say. Doesn't say. All right. The message on the screenshot says null values refers to null annotation in Java, which are part of a system that handle null values more safely. In Java, null values represent the absence of an object or value. The improper handling of null values can lead to errors, such as null pointer exceptions, when trying to access methods. If you enable it in your null analysis in your project, it'll allow the IDE, such as VSCode in your case, to check for null-related issues in the code. Benefits. I don't see any downsides. If you're not comfortable with potential benefits, enabling null can help ensure that your code handles more value more effectively. Would you like to enable it? If you're not sure, let's enable it. Probably the worst case scenario for this is that if we were doing really intensive things, it might slow down the machine. That's all. But that would have to be super duper intense. All right. Let's finish this tutorial. Flutter, run. Copy, paste. Actually, no. We're going to do it the old school way. Flutter, type it so we can get it into our brains. Enter. Flutter, run, enter. Now let's see what happens. Error. No pubspec YAML found. Are we in the right one? We're not in the right yet. Integrated terminal at Minimalist Task. Okay, now we're in the right one. Flutter, run, enter. Aha! What devices do you want to use? A Mac OS device, Mac iPad, or Chrome? I will say I think the Mac one takes longer. We'll do the Chrome. Uh-oh, what did I push? I hit 1 and 2 at the same time. I believe I pushed the Chrome. I'm sorry, I put 3 and 4. Oh, whoa. Yep, there it goes. All right, here's the demo page. It loaded. We have an app. This is it. This is a web page. You have pushed the button how many times? 0 times. Hey, look, a button. Yeah, it's working. All right. Now to show you what's going on here, you just made a Flutter app. I can't grab the side of it. Is there a reason for that? There it goes. Oh, I need to redo my computer probably. All right. In here is the main thing. Let's go have a look. All right. We have our Explorer with all the files. We have our place where we write stuff. The IDE. Oh, what I just integrated development environment. This is the development text area. This is the text editor. And this is the file explorer, the file folders. This is the terminal. Let's have a look. Oh, okay. For Flutter people, what makes it special? Yeah, we can close that by doing that. Close Explorer by doing that. Goodbye, Explorer. We don't need you right now. Is we can hot reload by pressing R. And to quit the app, we can push Q. Let's do Q real quick. Q quits it. And it's quitting it, as far as I know. Oh, there it goes. Application finished. Not there anymore. All right. Now if we run it again, Flutter run. It's going to ask us again, 1, 2, or 3. Mac OS, iPad, or Chrome. We're going to do 3, number 3, Chrome. It's going to make it. And we're going to leave this little terminal here for now. All right, here is the app. Let's have a general look at it real quick before we go. We've been live for 50 minutes. Here's the end. Okay, let's see if we can find the title where it says Flutter Demo Homepage. And you have pushed the button how many times? This many times. See if we can find that on here. Flutter Demo. Oh, this title is like HTML title up here. There's theme data. This is the theme of your application. The color. It's going to use Material 3. Oh, there's a purple right there. We have to change colors if we see them, right? We have to. So we got it. It's green now. Does it change? If we do R, it will. Hot reload. And there it is. Look at that. We changed the color. Nice. All right. Home. We made a constant title. We made a title for the home page. Flutter demo homepage. Let's see if we can make this better. Flutter test app. And we'll do it again. Hot reload with the R in the terminal. Flutter test app. Yes, we're doing it. We're changing things now. We're changing the stuff. So if you see these // green areas where it explains things, those are comments, and they don't do anything with the code. It just skips over it. You can write whatever you want in these comment lines, and it will never run the code there. You can even put code inside of it. I'll show you. Comment. Ah! And I broke it. See, now it's red. It's angry at me. Delete. And go back to normal. Okay. So let's have a look where it says you have pushed the button this many times. We have a home page. It has some kind of being. It's a state. This is how it will be. Oh, don't do that, please. We created it. The home page will be whatever the home page state gives it. And I'm going to extend the state to be my home page. And it will include a number with a counter. Oh. Does this mean the counter is just 0 to begin with? Let's see if we can make it 1 to begin with. Reload. It is 1. Aha, we found the counter. What if it's 101? Restart it, 101. So it starts at 101. Nice. And we're creating an increment counter with a state. Oh, So making a thing that will do counter. Oh, look at that. This call set state Flutter till there's something changed in its state. Display the counter. So nothing would appear to happen. I'm pretty sure ++ means add 1 to the number. Right there, let's see here. Adds other to this number. The result is an integer as described by the int plus. If both this number and the other is an integer, otherwise it will result in a double. Those are all types. All right. Override, widget, build, building stuff. Yes. So this is the actual scaffolding. They even call it scaffolding. The frame of the page. We're gonna have a widget, the background theme, which is. Do we have one up here also? Yes. Here we go. Here's a widget to bring back an app. And then, where was this one at? The title? Homepage state extend. That's the counter. Okay, here we go. For this app, it generally has this. Let's see what happens if we do this. If we just delete it. Does it get angry at us? Looks like it's pretty angry, huh? Control Z. Let's try restart again. Well, we'll have to go deeper into that. Last thing, we're trying to find. You have pushed the button this many times. There's children, and you've made a constant of text. And the text has that, comma, another text, and it's a counter. All right. So, there we go. 55 minutes of me fumbling around to get this going. I think we'll call it a day. Bon voyage.